Hi, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. Of course, the air conditioner will come on as soon as I press go live. Let me make sure that my sound is up on all of my devices. How is everyone doing today? If this is your first time watching one of my lives, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is, whoops. My name is, hold on, let me turn it up. Because it was wet. Why, you want me to park up there?
Yeah, okay, I want you. I'd rather have you up here so you don't have to rub on the mic. There. It just popped in my head. That's all.
Okay. Okay, I'll park up here. Mm-hmm. Okay. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I am a business coach. And I help coaches make sales by using social media and going live. I have been in business since 2018 when I started my business, and I started out teaching women how to coupon and how to budget. And then I started teaching my clients how to start side hustles and start YouTube channels, and I really fell in love with that. And in 2023, I decided to pivot and go all in being a business coach and helping other business owners use social media to grow their businesses and make sales. For tonight's live, I wanted to do something a little bit fun, something a little bit different, and I wanted to share with you all my favorite business tools that I use as a coach. So, for all of my coaches and service providers, this live is for you. So, if you sell a service or you're a coach or a consultant, this is for you. So, I'd love to know who's here. If you could let me know where you're watching from in the comments. Where are you watching from in the comments? And let me know what's your favorite social media platform. What is your social media platform? Let me know. Beth, are you okay? Your comment was funny. Let me know where you're watching from and what's your favorite social media platform. Okay. My number one platform is YouTube. Now, for fun, I love me a good TikTok, but for business, YouTube is my number one and my main platform that I use for my business. So, again, where are you watching from and what is your favorite social media platform? So, we're going to talk about my favorite business tools, things that I have used over the years that have made my business and my life easier. Sunny says YouTube. Yes, YouTube is by far my favorite. I actually have two YouTube channels, which is a little bit crazy to think out loud, but I have two YouTube channels. So let's talk about my favorite business tools. One thing I would say that systems and tools help you in business so much. They help you automate, they help you keep things organized, they make it easy to use. You can use it on multiple devices, all the things. So my number one favorite tool is the Google Suite. So all of the things that Google offers you when you have a Google email address. So my Krista Maximizer emails, I have emails dedicated that say something at KristaMaximizer.com. I have like help at KristaMaximizer.com, podcast at KristaMaximizer.com. They were all bought through Google Suite. And that gives me all the capabilities of a Gmail. I just pay an extra fee for it to say, instead of at Gmail, at KristaMaximizer.com, because I own that domain. The Google Suite is everything you need to get started running your business. So at the bare minimum, I would suggest you either get a Gmail or preferably buy your domain and then go over to the Google Business Suite and purchase your domain handle email address. Okay. And Google Suite gives you everything. The first thing that I use outside of the email, because email is amazing to have a dedicated inbox for your business, even if you have to start off with a Gmail because you cannot afford anything else, get a Gmail for your business just to start off, and you get everything that I'm going to share. Okay. I sometimes even forget everything that's included in the Google Suite, but email off the rip. Number two, the thing that I use the most of is Google Docs. Now, if you are a millennial like me, we grew up with Microsoft Word in a chokehold. Put a number one in the chat if Microsoft Word was your jam in school. If it was like, if you don't have Microsoft Word, you are a mess. If you don't have Microsoft Word, like, what's wrong with you? Like, Microsoft Word was the thing when I was in school, right? That has turned into Google Docs for me, because Google Docs, I can open it on my phone, I can open it on my computer, I can open it on my other phone. You can literally in real time make changes, and then the other person who you shared it with can see it. Like, you can do whatever you, Scented Mom's Candles, put someone in the chat. Yes, Microsoft Word was it. You can do so much in Google Docs, and you can download it as a PDF. Like, Google Docs is endless. I probably have 1,000 Google Docs. Everything gets a Google Doc. I have a Google Doc for it all. Then, if you like Excel, they have Google Sheets so that you can have spreadsheets and track stuff all in Google Sheets. Super easy. You know what else I use a lot in my business? Google Forms. I just did a 3-day live boot camp and I sent out a survey for free. You can set up a survey, and then with the responses, you can export them into Google Sheets so it's easy to view. Epic. Okay. Google Sheets and Google Docs in the email is what I use the most. Anytime you have a Google account, you can also have a YouTube channel to either watch or create videos on. Okay. It also includes access to Google Maps. Okay. So that way you can use the Google Maps on your phone or on your other device. Google Meet. If you need to host calls, now I personally don't like Google Meet. I feel like it's not the best software. Okay. I'm definitely a Zoom girl on that side. But you get the opportunity to video chat with people for free. You don't have to pay for it. You can do one-on-one or you can do group with Google Meet. Okay. Google Drive. You can put, I'm doing okay, thank you. You can put documents in the Google Drive, pictures in the Google Drive. You can share that with someone else. Okay. Then they have Google Contacts, what I never really use. Google Calendar. Now, I personally on my phone use my Outlook calendar a lot more. But my Apple Calendar on my phone, but it's connected to my Google Calendar. Google Calendar? So you never have to miss something. Anything that I need to show up for needs to be in my Google Calendar so that my Apple Calendar on my phone can be like, girl, go ahead. Because personally on my phone, I prefer the Apple Calendar, okay? On the laptop, I will do Google Calendar, but my Apple Calendar is like bae on my phone. Google Calendar. So that way you can have all your appointments and all your meetings all in one place. You need Google Calendar. Okay. What else do I use that's over here? I haven't really used Google Slides as much. My sister has used that to make like some workbooks and stuff for me. But those are the main things in the Google Suite, which is like literally everything you need and can use to start up your business. The Google Suite is everything. So if you are starting a business or you have a business and you're looking for some tools, get a Gmail, use the Google Suite. It is literally clutch, okay? Second, I already mentioned it, my Apple Calendar. I cannot live without a calendar on my phone. You can use Google Calendar, you can use whatever else you want, but that Apple Calendar that comes with the iPhone, I have all of my calendars synced to it. I have multiple Google Calendars. I have people sharing their calendars with me, all the things, right? So my Apple Calendar is like my headquarters. Every Google Calendar, every other calendar that somebody's sharing with me is in my Apple Calendar. And like I said, if it's something that I need to show up for or I need to pay, it's in my Apple Calendar. I put my bills in there, I put my meetings in there. And sometimes if I have to drive somewhere and it's far away, I put a note in like, leave to go to the doctor's office, leave to go such and such place at whatever time so that I can get there at the time of the appointment. Does that make sense? So I put all of that in my Apple Calendar on my phone, and it syncs to all of my Google Calendars. So no matter which of my phones, because I have 2 phones and a laptop that I'm looking on, my information is there. I can log into my Apple ID or my Google Calendar, and I can see it all. So I can't live without my Apple Calendar. Next, project management systems. I have 2 project management systems that I use, and they keep my business flowing. So first one I use is called Trello. Trello is a platform where you can set up views like a list view, a Kanban view, a calendar view. And what I use Trello for is I use Trello to plan my weeks and my projects. So what do I need to do? And I can see what status my stuff is in. And I also use that to delegate to any team members that I have. Currently, I just have my graphic designer, who is also my sister, and she makes my YouTube thumbnails, any of my slides, anything that I need to be made pretty, she makes it. How does she know? We're not texting back and forth because it would never get done. If I had to text her and our like sister text her, like, hey, do some work, it wouldn't get done. So we have a platform where whenever I need something, I put it into Trello. Whatever she needs to do for me is in Trello. When I've had other team members in the past, and I've had a bunch, everything that they needed to know that I was delegating to them was inside of the Trello board, and they could check it off when it was done, move it around. They can tag me in there to ask me questions. So I'm a pen and paper girl, and that's one of my tools too, is a pen and paper. But once it's on pen and paper, I need it electronically so I can readily access it anywhere. If you're working with team members and y'all are not physically in the same office, there's no way you can write something in a notebook and like your virtual assistant, your social media manager, whoever can know it because it's in the notebook. So I write in the notebook first and then I put it in an electronic form so that myself and whoever else needs to see it can see it. Okay. Then I use Airtable, and I absolutely love Airtable. Airtable is similar to Trello. It's just a little bit of a different interface. They're all similar, but they have differences. And I love Airtable for my content. I have a full content calendar in Airtable, and it's broken up by my podcast episodes whenever I decide to make them again, my YouTube videos, shorts, TikToks, and reels, social media lives. It's literally all broken up. I even have one for my emails, or if I want to pre-write emails, even though I put them in my Google Doc, there's a space for that content in my content calendar. And I'm able to map out, like my last live 2 days ago I did was how to batch content. So I use Airtable and I put in all of my content topics. I outline all of them. The outline that I'm looking at right now for these, it's literally in Airtable. So I have been able to set that up to work for me so that whenever I need to get my content together, I need to plan, I need to record, whatever, it's all there, easily accessible. So Airtable and Trello, are two. Let's see if I can talk. Two tools that I use pretty much every day to run my business. Okay. The next tool, an email list. If you are a business owner and you are not actively growing an email list, you should start that today. And let me tell you why. We don't own our social media platforms. I've made all of my money on social media. I've gotten all of my marketing from social media, pretty much all organic. I've spent less than $500 on ads since 2019. All of my money and everything that I've gotten is organic, right? But we don't own social media. If TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and we know TikTok is one foot in, one foot out, right? If any of these social platforms go away today, all of my followings, all of my content, all of that stuff is gone. The only thing that you truly own is your website and your email list. Email marketing is still one of the number one ways to market. I want you to put a number one in the chat if you've bought something because you got an email in the past 30 days. If you've received some sort of email and you made a purchase, I want you to put a number one in the chat. And I'm raising my hand because I've received an email and for whatever reason went and bought something. Okay. Email is so amazing because as a business owner, you're able to send money to send information directly into the hands of your ideal client. When someone signs up for your email list, they have decided, yes, Tina says it, Scented Mom's Candles Code says yes. When someone signs up for your email list, they're saying, hey, send me information about you, your products, your services. I want to know more. I want to potentially buy from you. So they have opted in and said that they are interested in what you have to say and what you have to sell. So why wouldn't you want to build a list of people who are like, hey, I want to buy it. It's me, right? So you should be actively building an email list. You can start that for free as well. There's 2 companies that you can look up. Literally just Google free email marketing and you can set it up, an email marketing platform, and then you can use a landing page and you can start to grow your email list. Okay. So what I would suggest is I have a couple, actually, I finally did this. I actually have a playlist on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, and it's Build a Business with KRYS. I have a playlist of how to start a YouTube channel, how to start an email list. I'm on YouTube. How to start an email list, how to grow an email list, and why you need an email list. So each of those videos are around 10 minutes. So in 30 minutes, it's like a mini course on email marketing. So if I was you, you can go over to that YouTube channel, Build a Business with KRYS, and watch like why you need it and how to grow your email list, because it's something that you should be doing as a business owner. Asking your followers to leave your social media platform and get on your email list so they're always in the know or even the first to know about new things that are dropping. Paper, planner, and a notebook, and a journal. Okay, so they're 3 separate things. So I have a planner because although I live and die by my Apple Calendar, I still like to write. So I have a paper planner to write out my daily to-dos, and I do like a monthly overview, and also I do my budget in a paper planner. Okay. Then I have a notebook, a spiral bound notebook to take notes. So if I need to take client notes, if I'm in a coaching call or if I'm a part of something, if our brand deal, collaboration, I literally take out my notebook and I take notes in the meeting. Okay. Then I have my journal, which is usually not spiral, just bounded. And my journal is where I do my daily journaling and mindset and getting all the crap out of my head. Okay. Each of those are essential to me. You could do without the paper planner. I'm really considering getting the iPad so I can do like the whole digital planner thing. But I don't think I'll ever be without a notebook and a journal. I journal almost every day to help shift my mindset and always have it abundant and positive. It's not always abundant and positive, but my goal is to have it abundant and positive as much as humanly possible. So, a paper planner, a notebook, and a journal, favorite business tools. Finally, if it's in your budget, and I'm also going to have a way for it to be in your budget real soon. So just be on the lookout because I have some fire money saving videos coming out this month on the Money Saving YouTube channel, which they're epic. Okay. And everyone can benefit from these. The most, even more than Google Suite, because I wouldn't be able to even run my business without it. My favorite business tool of all time is having a work phone. I've been with 2 phones since 2016. I was a sales recruiter at a timeshare company and I recruited call center sales agents. And when I became a recruiter, it was like we expect you to use your cell phone for work. So there's 2 options. We can pay you a reimbursement and you can use your phone that you already have, or we will give you one of the work phones, and it was going to be an Android. And I'm an iPhone girly. So when they were like, we can give you an Android or we can give you like a $65 a month reimbursement. And I was like, give me the reimbursement. I went to AT&T and I was like, how much is it to add a line and get another iPhone? And it was like 35 or 40 bucks. I'm like, but they're paying me 65. So it's a win-win for me. So thus started my journey of my personal phone and my work phone. So I still had my 9 to 5 when I started my YouTube channel. So when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have a camera, I didn't have a microphone, I had nothing. So I said, I'm just going to use my work phone. Technically, it doesn't belong to my job. It's my phone that they're reimbursing me for using it. So I can do whatever I want. Now, if this was the company phone, I absolutely could not do this. But because this phone I paid for and they just reimbursed me for using cell phone services, I was like, let me go ahead and get the second phone. And let me go ahead and record my YouTube videos on here because it's work. This is my work phone. When I got fired, I just naturally kept 2 phones. I've been using 2 phones since 2016. It's almost 8 years I've been using 2 phones. I don't know how to function without 2. I don't know how to work and only have 1 phone. There was a time when I was upgrading my phones and I got an iPhone 13. I was like, oh, I'm going to get one 13 and one 13 Pro Max. I was like, absolutely not. That 13 was so small next to the 13 Pro Max. And one of my phones, my personal phone had broke. So there was a period of about 3 days where I only had 1 phone, and baby, I was just going through it simply because I'm used to having 2 phones. I'm used to them coexisting and being together. Like I literally have both of them right now, like one for TikTok, one for Instagram. And like, I just always have 2 phones and I don't know how to live without it. So that would be a tip for me. If you are going into having a business and you're going to be using a phone service, you're going to be making a lot of content, you are going to be using social media and going live, get a work phone, get a second line because it will be so beneficial. When I need to text or call my clients, I call them from my work phone number so that everyone doesn't have to have my personal number. When I'm doing work stuff, it is on my work phone. When I'm creating content and taking pictures, it's been so helpful to have 2 phones. Like I don't even know, like even if for whatever reason I stopped my business, I think I would still have two phones because it's been so pivotal to me. I don't know how to function with one. So these are some of my favorite business tools. I would love to know, do you have any questions about tools that I use for my business or any questions about business at all? I would love to hear them. I'll stay for a few minutes. Any questions? While you type out your questions, if you don't have any questions, let me know. Was this helpful to hear some of the tools that I use and what I use them for? If you are a coach of some sort or a service provider and you need help with tools in your business and growing your business on social media, I do have some spots opening in my one on one. So I'm offering 3 months of one on one coaching. And basically, what one on one coaching looks like with me is we get together and we figure out what are your top goals for the next 90 days. What are your top goals for the next 90 days? And we usually pick 1 to 2 goals. And from those 2 goals, we create a strategy and a plan and we implement that plan together. And I walk you through that process over those 90 days of getting from where you are to where you want to be. And most people that I work with, their goal is to increase their sales, increase their social media presence, increase their marketing, all in a hopes to make more money. So whatever your goals are that lead you to making more money, that's what we're going to work on. But I'm definitely a coach for you if you're looking to grow on social media, if you're looking to implement a live strategy, and if you're ready to make more sales on your own terms, the one on one coaching is for you. It's 3 months, it's $2,500, but I am offering a summer sale where it's on sale right now for just $2,000, and there is a payment plan available. So we do have a payment plan. But we work together and we really take your business to the next level that you want to go to within the next 90 days. So I do offer a free sales call. So you can book a sales call so that we can chat to see if working together one-on-one is for you. You can get the sales call right at KristenMaximizer.com and click book a call. And then we can chat about working together one-on-one and getting you one of these spots. So the summer sale is only happening for a short time in the month of June. After that, it'll be back up to regular price of $2,500. And I am also offering a bonus of early access to Voxer. And what is Voxer? Voxer is our one-on-one coaching support outside of our calls. Okay. So what that means is you can text and call, not call, but voice chat me in between our coaching calls. So you can text and voice chat me in between our coaching calls. So you don't have to wait until the next week for the calls. Okay. So that's it about my one-on-one. Questions. Do you feel your data is secure on Google Docs? Yes, I've never had a reason that it's not secure, and I'm not putting anything in my Google Docs that's overtly unsecure. So I personally have never had any issues with data security or breaching or anything like that. But I mean, if my Google Docs got released, I mean, it's really not anything that's so secret that it will be detrimental to my life. Like client information isn't on there outside of like names and phone numbers. But actually, I don't even think I don't have that in Google Docs. I don't have that in Google Docs. I have that somewhere else. That's usually in my pay system. Um, but yeah, for me, for the most part, yes. You're welcome. Any other questions? Any other questions? Was this helpful for you? If you don't have any questions, just let me know if it was helpful. And then if you have any other live topics you would like me to talk about, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram and say, hey, I'd love to hear you talk more about this. And I can add those to my list. I am going to be creating some new content, and that's where I get all of my live topics from. So I have a little bit more content to create for the rest of the summer. So if there's anything you would like to learn from me, anything you would like me to share in regards to like being a coach online, um, growing your business online, showing up on social media, making sales on social media, please, send me a DM and let me know. I love to help you. Luella says, thanks, lots of good information. You're so welcome, Luella. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate your feedback so much. I'm going to go because I'm tired. I've had a long day, a long couple of days, a long week. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm happy, but I still have a lot of work to do tomorrow as well. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I should be live tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do my live in the afternoon. I gotta figure out what time works best for me tomorrow because I'll be working. But you know what? I'll do an afternoon live tomorrow. I'll do an afternoon live tomorrow. So early afternoon, you'll probably be able to catch me somewhere between 12 and 3 o'clock. I'll go live tomorrow. But thank y'all so much for joining me on this Thursday night. Have a good night, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.